All right, I'm on hole number one of the Liberty Tournament. I'm in Wednesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. It's always risky when you wait till Wednesday to qualify. Just got in this bracket, so have no idea. Yesterday I did a practice round. I was kind of unsure if I was going to practice or qualify. I waited until the very last hole and decided I would practice. I didn't pick up any shots. I'm trying some different shots on hole number one, hole number four. I changed the club that I'm coming in at the cup on hole number five. I made a few adjustments on some of the holes. Hole number eight, I'm playing different. I've had a little bit of problems on hole number eight, and so I'm changing. The deal is that there's always that one hole that you have a problem on, and if you keep like pushing the deal, then and it goes bad, it goes real bad. So I'm changing some stuff up. I actually like hole number eight. Hole number eight of the par threes that are in this is usually like I like this hole, but my normal shot here, I'm just having some issues with it. So I'm going to change it up. Hole number one. So on hole number one, I'm using a Grizzly and an Olympus ball. I'm coming down into this area right here. Drawings from the old drawings, somewhere in this area right here. Doing one per ring, no extra, just one straight up. I'm actually working the shot for a buddy of mine, Kyle. This is his shot, so I'm working the same stuff he's doing. So he's doing 1.1 per ring times the wind, and then he's doing a 10% adjustment. So it's 1.1 times the wind, and then he's counting it at 1.1 per ring. So this and this cancel each other out. We're just dealing with the wind. So it's just a straight up one per ring, no extra. I'm coming down from this area down here and trying to just dial it into the cup. And it's about, I need to watch the numbers here. It's about 4.5 backspin, and watch where I'm at here. He's got his yellow ring right on the fringe. I'm working this shot. I'm trying to get a good look at it so that I can see where I need to start off and what my adjustment needs to be. It took where I was at yesterday, the first bounce, it seemed like it was a weird bounce. I'm going to work this number. I'm just going to work this shot. Once I can get it to go where I want, I'll go back and look at how much spin I put on it so I can start off in the same spot every time, because that's key. If you're setting it up so every time you're in a different spot, I just need to hit it in there good once so that I can really take a look at it. Take an old limpy ball and a Grizzly, one for one. So whatever the wind is, that's how much I'm moving it. Here we go. All right. Playing against the big dog from Spitters or Quitters. The Spitters or Quitters clan. All right. Interesting name. The big dog goes first. And they brought a Goliath. I know the Goliath is a popular club. In tournament play, I totally understand playing with the Goliath, because you're bringing it out specifically just to play with the Goliath. But in one-on-one play, the Goliath, because it hits so far, the red line between your long iron and your wood is non-existent. And I'm so used to having a red line there where I can drag along. So just doing a straight up one for one. One per ring. Hey, I already picked my ball. Damn, Playdemic. It's a piss poor business practice. No, I like picking my ball over and over and over again. I like it. Okay, it's 2.2. Let's come out here on my white ring. So there's 1, 2, 2. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get it in the cup. Just a bit outside. which way's the wind blowing? So the wind's blowing that way. So I'm gonna do that's exactly where I was at yesterday. Exactly. So I'm gonna do the 1-for-1 plus 0.2. And it's hard to tell on that angle where I'm at right there. It's hard to tell whether I'm actually doing my wind adjustment right if I'm pulling out enough, because I can't get close enough to my rings and it's a weird little angle down in there. But that is exactly where I was at yesterday. I was just off the right-hand side of the cup. Just barely. And then I'm trying a new shot on hole number 4. And yesterday, I posted a practice round yesterday. I got hole number 4 in the practice, in the shootout. And I tried the new shot first time because this is the same club ball combo. And I hole-in-one'd it. I'm going to do this shot from the top of the hill just because I want to practice the shot, because I'm not going to take... And we're getting... See, here's the deal on this is we're getting a headwind. 3... We're getting a headwind in the tournament, and it's making the ball lay down right at it. 2-2. 2-2. Do just a 2-ring pull. Hitting it perfect. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. You can see where look at how tall that hill is up there. And when it's coming down, it's where it lands. That second bounce down here is super close to that fringe. Now here's the thing about this shot that's driving me crazy. And partially because we're getting the headwind. But it's not flat up here at the top by any means. It's a mound. And so, like, look, if you move, like when they move their ball just a little to the left and a little to the right, how much the ball guide moves around. So if you hit it perfect all the time, you can see up there how moundy it is. If you hit it perfect, you're fine. But if you're like me and you don't hit it perfect every time, unfortunately, you can get varying results and you can end up clipping that rough. And what's happened is that in my practice rounds, kind of coming up to it with my low level count, my practice count, my odd count, I've ended up in the sand. And I'm not interested in ended up in the sand on a par 3. So I'm going to just go. Sometimes there's a hole that it's like, this is my usual, that hole right there is typically my favorite of the par 3s in City Park. But for whatever reason this week, it's just it's eating my lunch. So you can continue to go with it and hope it doesn't eat your lunch at a critical moment, or you can just find another shot that's safer. So I'm gonna just roll with it and try and get the hole-in-one on hole number 1 and hole number 4. And I'm still gonna try and work to get a hole-in-one on that shootout hole number 8. But I'm gonna come at it a different way. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Liberty tournament, and Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.